Hello, my name is Megan Shermack, and I am a student at Grand Canyon University. I am currently enrolled online to pursue my Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education and Special Education. In this video, I will talk about the dispositions that I possess that I believe will help me become a successful teacher. I will also talk about the dispositions that I believe that I need to work on. I currently work as a special education paraprofessional. I think being in a classroom setting gives me the perfect opportunity to work on the dispositions I need to acquire before becoming a first-time classroom teacher. Finally, I will talk about what qualities I believe that a professional educator should display. Once I reviewed the professional dispositions of learners, I realized that I possess some of the dispositions that were listed. The first disposition I think I possess is high expectations, because all students have the ability to learn, and they also have the ability to reach realistic expectations. Work in special education, we have goals in every single student's IEP, and those goals are meant to be reached. If we put a goal in their IEP for them to meet by a certain amount of time and it's not obtainable, then we are setting up our students and staff up for failure. You need to be able to have a goal that can be reached. And if the goal is met before the hoped time for that goal to be reached, that's even better. Then you can set an even higher goal and have that student be like, wow, I did it and I can do it again. The second disposition I possess is respect for diversity of others. And I possess this based on personal experience. Since I have ADHD, I know what it's like to be different. And I know what it's like to not have somebody in school to support you. And that's difficult. And I am blessed to work at the school that I am at now, because we have so many different learners from so many different backgrounds, whether it be cultural or religious or their home life. The disposition that I need to work on is advocacy. And this stems from one of my 504 plan meetings when I was in middle school, because the head of the school kept telling me that I needed to self-advocate. I had no clue what that meant. So my mom asked me, Megan, do you know what self-advocacy means? And I said no. And she said, you need to raise your hand and ask questions if you do not understand. And I said, okay. And at this school, all students were required to write in cursive, depending on the teacher and what they expected. So 3 days later, we had a spelling test, and I raised my hand and I asked the teacher, do we need to write this in cursive? And the teacher says, I wish you would not have asked that, because the head of the school said if another student asked that question, they have to stay after school and write 50 times. I will not ask questions about writing in cursive. To say the least, that left some scars. And I've had a problem advocating for myself ever since. However, since I've worked at a school for 3 years, I have learned how to self-advocate better. And it's a little intimidating since I am one of the youngest employees at the school. But I always think back about how I felt as a student for asking a question and advocating for myself. And I want my students to know that they can ask a question. They can self-advocate. Finally, the qualities that I think a professional educator should display are all of these dispositions, especially dedication. It takes a dedicated person to want to teach. You have to let your students know that you care, that they have someone who is going to be there for them consistently, that they have somebody who is going to listen to them if they have a problem or if they have a question in school. It takes an amazing type of person to want to teach, and I cannot wait to receive my degree and be the best possible teacher and advocate for my future students. Thanks for watching.